Welcome to this weekend's edition of Mocs News. I'm Alex McKay.
And I'm Joey Guinn. Classes in Grote Hall were canceled because of a sinkhole. The sinkhole was formed over the weekend, prompting UTC officials to send an alert to students and faculty. Other buildings and classes remained on normal schedule. Engineers examined the sinkhole outside of the building. They say the sinkhole drops as much as 20 feet. Grote Hall is closed until further notice. We will have updates as they become available.
UTC and Chattanooga police investigate the armed robbery of students near Boling Apartments Friday night. The robbery happened near parking lot 4 around 8 p.m. Police are looking for 2 suspects. One was armed with a weapon. They have been described as 2 black males, one 6 feet tall with a medium skin tone wearing a navy jacket. The other was said to be 5'7", wearing blue jeans and a long white t-shirt. They were last seen leaving campus on foot.
Students mourn the death of UTC student Akeem Williams. He died Saturday of unknown causes at Park Ridge Hospital in Chattanooga. He was a sophomore from Clarksville, Tennessee, as well as a member of UTC's intramural program. A memorial was held with a moment of silence. A funeral will be held in Clarksville. The UTC Counseling Center has opened its doors for students who need to talk about the tragedy.
UTC faculty, staff, and others are having their say on the future of the school. School officials held an open town hall meeting to get feedback on the current budget. UTC must come up with a plan to cut almost 5% from the current budget. School officials want to reallocate funds to growing programs for UTC. Final decisions will be made later this year and in 2015.
Will we have more bitter cold weather?
Our Courtney Myrick has some pleasant news for us.
Hey Mocs, Courtney Myrick here with your Mocs Weathercast. This weekend is going to have some great weather, sunny and slightly breezy, but the temperatures are finally rising. Next week though, there is going to be a drop again. I'll let you know more coming up. Looking at your weather headlines, the weekend is looking milder with a few showers on Sunday, but it starts to get cooler. Normal temperatures are around 59 for a high and 38 for your low. Yearly rainfall average is below average by 6.02 inches. Record high was 79 in 1942 and 11 in 1950 as a record low. We edged pretty close to that low this past week. Friday is going to have a high of 53 with partly cloudy skies. Saturday will keep warming up to 58 as a high, with Sunday topping off those warmer temperatures at 64 with a chance for some showers throughout the day. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday aren't looking the best with that particular storm rolling through our area, but temperatures won't be too low. Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures start dipping down a bit after the showers, but overall, sunny skies and really nice weather starting your Thanksgiving break off. All right, Mocs, that was a look at your forecast. Everyone have a great weekend and a great Thanksgiving break. I'm Courtney Myrick with Mocs News.
The countdown is on. We're getting close to the opening of the brand new $48 million state-of-the-art building. This will be UTC's premier location for resources supporting academic needs outside the classroom. The library will have 37 study rooms with a 24-hour study space and a grand reading room. It will offer 3D printing and scanning, audio and video facilities with a green screen. Follow Mocs News as we cover the grand opening of the library. The Mocs earned the number 8 seed in the NCAA FCS playoffs. The Mocs heard the good news after beating Furman the day before. This means UTC will be in the playoffs for the first time since 1984. The victory against Furman means the Mocs get a first-round bye. They will host the winner of the Eastern Kentucky-Indiana State game at Finley Stadium at 1 p.m. December 6th. Be sure to support your Mocs.
The winning season for the Mocs has resulted in record fan attendance, making this year one of the best for UTC football. Before head coach Huseman took over, UTC averaged less than 6,000 fans per game. Since the start of the Huseman era in 2009, UTC has averaged more than 10,000 fans per home game. Congratulations to Mocs football and for taking the title, and to the fans for having the most attendance in the Southern Conference.
With so much media attention paid to Ebola, you would think that's our biggest concern. But as our Andy Clifton tells us, school officials tell us you have a more deadly and more commonplace virus to watch out for.
While many are worried about the recent Ebola victim in New York, UTC healthcare workers are more concerned about a common killer. Ebola and flu share common symptoms such as fever, headache, and vomiting, but they're also both deadly.
Symptoms are very similar, but the difference is Ebola is really difficult to contract. The flu is contracted when someone sneezes, when you touch a doorknob, when your lips touch a water fountain, or even when your hands have been somewhere and then you put them to your face. So it's really easy to contract the flu. Ebola is passed through body fluids.
What many don't realize is that the flu still kills thousands of people a year, despite the fact that flu has a vaccine.
The flu kills people, many more people than Ebola will ever have an opportunity to do.
For more information on where you can get your flu shot, visit the Student Health Services website at utc.edu/Student Health Services.
A Los Angeles-based advocate for animals says it has secretly documented abuse at a Chattanooga chicken processing plant. The group, Mercy for Animals, released a video online Wednesday that it says has taken at Cook Foods slaughterhouse located not far from our campus. The video reportedly shows chickens that survive the slaughter process and then are scalded alive. A call to the Illinois-based Cook Foods was not immediately returned. The Mercy for Animals Director of Investigations says the slaughterhouse practices are not illegal. However, the group called on chicken processors and the retail businesses that buy from them to adopt more humane methods of slaughter.
What can make UTC students take to bikes and explore Chattanooga? Our Bria Craig says it may be a trail to get a cup of coffee.
Causeway Challenge awarded 2 students grants to help connect the city and university to get students more involved. UTC freshman May Stewart came up with the idea of coffee cruisers to help get students more involved with downtown and learn about their city. The idea is to help give students a place to go and do homework, as well as just getting out and learning about the scenic city of Chattanooga. The benefits of the grant was to give them money, as well as give students the ability to have free passes going on tours with Bike Chattanooga.
It's hard to engage something that you don't know. It's hard to go in for people that you've never met in a city that you don't know. And so the hope is that by giving them these safe havens, these 10 coffee shops where they can go and study and get to know people who work there and the owners, and get to see how small business works in Chattanooga, that the students will have an understanding of the city.
Students can look for coffee cruisers beginning in the fall of 2015 or spring, and the tours will last for up to 3 months. And this will target incoming freshmen to get more involved, as well as anyone who wants to learn more about downtown.
Tennessee officials say community drug coalitions are spending $7 million in federal grants to fight prescription drug abuse among young people in the 10 counties, including Hamilton County. The grants will fund public awareness campaigns as well as community-based prevention and enforcement efforts over the next 5 years. The goal is to reduce prescription drug abuse among 12 to 25-year-olds by at least 4%.
A documentary made by a UTC student had a screening in the UC auditorium. Serial Killer Groupies, A Love Story began as a class project in the communication department. Joy Krause and her son spent the past 3 years working on this film with hopes of uncovering why some women fall in love with serial killers. Krause enjoyed people's reactions and seeing her work on the big screen. The 90-minute film discussed women's relationships with killers ranging from the Hillside Stranglers to Charles Manson to the Baseline Killer and more.
Make a joyful noise. You heard it a lot during the holiday season, but our Carvis Russell brings us the story of a man who believes it's his mission to bring that joyful noise every week to college students.
I'm Clayton Freeman, and I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I actually went to the University of Tennessee, Chattanooga from 2008 until the summer of 2013, and I graduated in August of that year with a business management degree. So I got involved playing in the crew band my freshman year. The staff team asked if I would be willing to do it, and I had just played guitar growing up in the past, and so I accepted, and here I am today, playing about 6 years later. So setting up for crew on Thursday nights, I get here at 4:30 p.m. and I probably don't leave till like 9:30, so it's very rigorous because we bring our stuff to campus, but but it's also fun and you get to hang out with everybody. So something I love about playing in the crew band is just getting the fellowship with all the different people involved, whether that's during practice or setup or during the service. That means a whole lot to me. So I heard about crew through the flyers that they set up around the campus. I saw it on the bulletin board, and I saw they met on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock, and so I just took a risk one night and came, and I loved it, and I met so many people that I'm still great friends with today. So I learned how to play guitar in 6th grade. My dad plays bluegrass, and he taught me several bluegrass songs, and then just from there on, I've just played bluegrass and country music. And as I was at church, I started playing worship music, and I felt led to lead worship, and that's kind of where I am now. So the thing that drives me to lead worship, to play for a campus ministry like Crew, is just to be a part of worshiping the Lord and singing praises to His name, and just proclaiming the fact that He is good and that He is our Savior, and just what He has done in my life and others' lives.
Boots and skirts. How can those two words inspire a beatbox artist? Our Sid Sadler explains how.
Probably when I was in elementary school, there was a guy that went to my dad's church, and he was a young life leader, so he came by all the time to hang out with me and my brothers and sisters, and he was really good at beatboxing, and I was like, you've got to teach me how to do that. So he sits down and he's like, all right, there's two words that are going to help you learn how to beatbox. So he tells me the word boots and skirts, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense, but figured I'd try it anyways, and so I started with that, boots and skirts, boots and skirts. And it's really basic, but that's where I started at in elementary school. And then just kind of added some pizzazz to it and my own little spin. And it turned to what it is now. And I've been able to use it in a lot of different areas. Use it in high school, in musicals, and different variety shows. And then going into college, I used it in the a cappella group that I was in for a couple years. So that's kind of the history of beatboxing. I love it. I also sing, and I saw a guy who incorporated both really well. His name was Blake Lewis, and he was on American Idol. It's kind of ironic that both the guys I learned from, their name was Blake as well. But anyways, so I saw him on American Idol beatbox and sing very well, and I was like, man, I don't sing in front of anybody, but you know, why not try? So my senior year of high school, I was like, I'm going to go all out. It's my senior year, whatever. And so I auditioned for the variety show and got a few different roles, acting, singing, and a little beatboxing as well. And then from there, I just really gained a passion for it and really enjoyed doing it. I also had a lead role in the musical Fame my senior year, which was an absolute blast. It was one of the funnest things I've ever done. And then going into college, started doing the a cappella group, the Mockingbirds. Had a really involved role beatboxing and singing with that as well. So that's kind of the history of where I learned to beatbox and sing as well. So my family, of course, was super supportive when it came to that stuff. They came to every show and performance that I had and were super pumped about it. So that Bohemian Rhapsody solo, though, really started my confidence in my singing.
we're going down, and you know that we're doomed, my dear. We're slow dancing in a burning room. Burn, burn, down.
That does it for this edition of Mocs News. Thank you for joining us. Check out our videos uploaded throughout the week to YouTube.
We air on the UTC TV channel and Housing Channel 2.1. So tune in. Have a great weekend from all of us here at Mocs News.